A few months ago, I made a video about some current fashion trends that I was noticing, and I thought it'd be fun to bring this video back and do an updated version. This one is going to be very accessories heavy. Last time I focused mostly on clothing trends. If fashion interests you, and particularly if you're not the fastest to pick up on trends, then this video is for you, because not all of these are going to be the most trending, cutting edge styles. I'm pretty slow to adopt trends, and I usually wait until I see something trendy that fits my unique style and feels authentic to me. So if that's how you like to dress, then this video should be perfect for you. I am sporting one of these trending looks, and that is a headscarf. These are very, very in style right now. It's always felt a little bit kitschy, especially the ones that are like bandana style wrapped around your head. So if you've always wanted to wear a silk scarf, but you feel like it's a little bit out there, now is the perfect time to do this. I've been wearing silk scarves in my hair, but usually in a low bun with the scarf tied in a bow around it. This is my favorite way to wear a silk scarf in my hair. But this one's really fun too. I'm kind of loving it. I just thrifted this vintage silk blend Elsa Schiaparelli scarf for $3, and it goes with so many things in my wardrobe. It was such a steal. You can wear scarves like babushka, Queen Elizabeth style, skull cap, bohemian, Italian girl style, bandana style. I've been seeing girls doing bandanas under hats, which I think is really cute, and I might try that sometime. And just classic headband style. I saw a girl with a Poochie scarf, a long skinny Poochie scarf in Chicago, and it was super duper cute. Another hair accessory that I think is trending right now are French combs. I fully plan to get a pair of these because I think they're going to be a great way to keep my hair out of my face. And I think generally voluminous styles are going to be more trending over the next few years. Bumpet style is coming back with the Chelsea part claw clip. And I think that might be a short-lived trend. I haven't really seen much more about it since a couple weeks ago. But I do think having some more volume, the response to the slick back bun is here, and it's going to be voluminous hair. Another headgear accessory is hats. Raffia hats, specifically bucket hats. Raffia bucket hats. Bucket hats as an accessory are trending downward, according to Google Trends, but raffia hats are trending upward, and this is very much the silhouette of the season. This kind of floppy, small brimmed bucket hat. I have a bucket hat, actually, a straw bucket hat. This is from Tula Hats. I'm gonna mess up my hair if I put this on, but I'll show you. I love the silhouette. It's so perfect on me. I can't do those wide flat brimmed hats because they look kind of silly and costumey, but I do love a bucket hat. It's a very classic design. They may be downtrending, but they're not going to be out of style for some time, in my opinion. The subset of the raffia bucket hat are these Lorna Murray lampshade hats. I saw somebody calling these bonnets, but I can kind of see with the pleated brim why they say that, but I don't think this is a bonnet. A bonnet has a short brim in the back and a longer brim in the front. These have been a thing among influencers for a few years, and I think they're just now starting to pick up a little bit of steam among regular people. And I think they're kind of fun and unique. Raffia bags are also very trendy right now, and beaded bags. Woven bags are always in style. They take different forms. Again, I think we're moving away from the rattan wicker cane kind of baskets and the structured kinds, which is kind of sad because I have one of those. I got it back in 2018, which is how long this trend's been around. So it's been a minute. Right now, raffia bags are very, very in style. And also, I mentioned beaded bags. These kind of came out of nowhere, and I feel that, and then the Google Trends report did back me up on this when I looked it up. Beaded bags have just exploded in popularity in the last year. This specific silhouette in particular, I think it's based off of this Stod bag, which is very cute, and I like this particular design. I think it's very fun. But I feel every copy kind of just feels the same. And I think what I don't like about this is the thick strap, because I do like the baguette bag silhouette. I almost bought a rhinestone studded Kate Spade bag earlier this year with this silhouette. So this is a new take on it. But all of these, like I said, all of these just feel the same. I feel there's nothing to really set one apart from the other. I like the ones that have a little bit of variety in the texture and aren't just solid beading. There's also these beaded totes. I remember seeing these a couple years ago. I think I have them saved on Pinterest. And I think they're really cute. These are a take on the Dior book tote, but they're beaded. I think these are very cute. But If I were to get a beaded bag, I think I would go vintage because there's just so many silhouette options and different designs. And it's more sustainable too, if you're concerned about that. So if you see me with a beaded bag, it is most likely going to be vintage. I do like this one from Anthropologie. This one has a little bit more of that vintage look, that silhouette. I like that. Moving on from the hats and bags conversation to shoes. There are a few shoe styles that I think are worthy of mention. The first one is mesh flats. Mesh flats are one of those things that's just, again, exploded in popularity in the last couple of years. I almost didn't mention them in this video because I feel like they're just everywhere now. They're like so common. But I actually still don't own a pair. I swore up and down that I would not buy a pair of mesh flats when they came into style because I thought they were hideous. But the thing about having a style in style for a while is that you get more and more variety, and eventually something comes up that you do like. And that's the case for me. So I really do like the embroidered beaded version of these mesh flats. I think they might be a little too dainty for me. So if I do get some kind of mesh woven flat, it will be this pair from Dolce Vita. I think these are gorgeous, and they're raffia, so they're very, very trendy. Another trending shoe style, fisherman sandals. And I feel like fisherman sandals and bucket hats and the proliferation of fish everything is a direct outworking of the fisherman core aesthetic. While fisherman core aesthetic hasn't been on the front page everywhere, it hasn't really been widely talked about, apart from its inception, the like different pieces that make it up are very popular right now, very much everywhere. Fisherman sandals are here. They are the new Birkenstock, essentially. I wore fisherman sandals a lot as a kid. They were like a building block of my childhood wardrobe. I still remember how they like smelled and the way they like sounded when you like put them on, like the hardware clinking. I haven't found a pair yet that I really love and like could see myself wearing, but I did see these fisherman sandal inspired heels from Madewell that I thought were gorgeous, so I could very well buy these and wear them in the future. Fisherman sandals are also a thing for men, which I didn't realize until I was at Ralph Lauren recently, and I actually really like this style. I think it's very classy. The one guy I did run this past disagreed with me, but what does he know? Also, fisherman sandals are always adorable for children. And I will totally be dressing my children in them someday if I have children. One more shoe style I want to discuss with you is not a shoe style that is trending yet, but could trend, I think. I saw this article from British Vogue about derby shoes. Supposedly they're going to be the big thing this fall. In the article, they claim they're going to replace the ballet flat, which I don't think that's the case. Ballet flats are a thing into themselves, and ballet flats go through the trend cyclically themselves. Like, we've had Mary Janes, a lot of Mary Janes, which are kind of a take on the ballet flat. There's the tabby shoes. I think those are hideous. And there's also cap toe ballet shoes, huge in the 2000s, 2010s. So I don't think they're going to replace the ballet flats. I think we're going to see other trends within the ballet flat conversation. These are something different. I think these are the 2020s answer to the 2010s Oxford shoe. Personally, I don't see myself wearing them because I think they would look funny on my feet. I think they're like a very dainty looking shoe. And I've tried like mule ballet flats and they didn't look good on me. But I'm really curious to see if these will take off. And I think my first impression of them was, why are we bringing back bowling shoes? And if I showed these to my mom, she would 100% say they look like my grandma's orthopedic shoes, and I would have to agree. But I think styled correctly, they could be really cute, and I'm very fascinated that this very vintage look has come back. And finally, I have one clothing style trend to bring up to you, and that is polka dots. Polka dots have been increasingly popular in the last few years. They definitely just haven't popped up overnight, but they're at their height right now. Nowhere near as popular as the aughts, but very popular right now. There's been a big uptick in the last year, I think since like the beginning of this year. I would trace this new phase of interest in polka dots back to this look from the Duchess of Cambridge in 2019. This is kind of like a harbinger of the 2020s fashion that we are all wearing now. The collar, the drop waist, the pleated skirt. Yeah, polka dots are just everywhere this season. A girl came into the cafe where I work on Saturday wearing a micro dot navy halter top. She had styled it with a little pair of like white linen shorts and a red baguette statement bag, and it was such a cute outfit. And I was like, oh, I should get something like that. And then I realized that I have this top. And from a distance, polka dots have the same visual effect as gingham. So I think they might be the new gingham, actually. They scale well, they're very classic, they can be multicolored, like they have a very similar effect. So I think polka dots are probably here to stay for a few more years. To wrap up this video, I thought it'd be fun to put together an outfit using some of these styles. So we have a polka dot dress. This is a Reformation dress. Brown is very in right now, brown and pink together, very of the moment. Bucket hat, we'll just do this simple bucket hat, the woven one. This bag from Anthropologie that I mentioned earlier to go with the dress, very pretty together. And then I particularly want to try to style an outfit with these Repetto shoes because I'm so fascinated by them. So the Repetto shoes, and this is the look. We've gone past recession indicator now. This is a depression indicator. The 1930s called and they want their shoes back. Of course, I'm kidding. I'm probably the only person that would actually style these things this way. But I think it's really interesting that so many of these vintage styles are trending right now. Trends are very cyclical. Things never go out of fashion completely. They just get altered and adjusted and repackaged. And I feel like trends usually are staggered in a way that we don't get a lot of the same era again and again. But right now, in this timeline, we are seeing a lot of styles from the same eras reoccurring. Another trend that is like not one I would have predicted, but is definitely of the moment is padded hips. Seeing a lot of like structural padded hip garments right now, which I think is really interesting. Very like robe anglaise from the 1700s. And then this kind of had a revival in the 1920s. I think it was called the robe de mode. And I actually really love these dresses. I kind of like the padded hips look. I think it's very feminine. But I really wouldn't have predicted that this would be in style again. I mean, for all you know, with the Gilded Age trending like it is right now, we might just get bustles. You didn't see that. Drop a comment and tell me what outlandish fashion you think is going to be trending in the next few years. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like a third of the way there. It's just kind of like a little goal that I have for myself. Yeah, so if you like fashion and I make videos about so many different things, but if you enjoy slice of life videos and content from just a regular little girl in the Midwest who makes art and works at a cafe and likes to dress fashionably, then you've come to the right place, because that's exactly what I am. Thank you for watching. I hope I'll see you again in the future, and that's all for now. Bye!